everyone. My name is Dr. Sharonda Witter Fleming, and I'm the director of the North Carolina Center for After School Programs. So, how did I land in the field of out of school time? Well, as a college freshman, I attended Fleming University, and I was actually on the pre-med track, focusing specifically on Spanish and chemistry. However, at the time, which this was back in 2004 when I attended college, Fleming University was big into engaged learning. And so there were lots of opportunities on campus and off campus for students to volunteer in the community in a range of ways, a range of capacities. And so my freshman year, I participated and joined Big Brother, Big Sister. And I had a little sister who I loved and adored. Hi, Zarkesia. And working with her as her big sister was such an amazing experience that during the summer of the year between my freshman and sophomore years, I went back to the agency on campus, the Heller Service Corps, to seek out other opportunities to volunteer with young people for my sophomore year. And so at that time, they informed me that there was a local middle school in the Greenville, South Carolina community that had reached out to the university and was seeking help people to work with the young girls at the middle school. And so I went and visited the school and talked to the assistant principal and, kind of heard his heart about some of the things that he wanted some help with for the young girls, specifically working on them with self-esteem and self-image, and then helping them to, increase their academics and to aspire to different careers and aspiring to go to college as well. And so that summer I went to Barnes and Nobles and bought all of these books. These are the real books, the actual books that I purchased that summer. Lots of different topics on like the 7 habits of highly effective teens, preparing for adolescence, success principles for teens. And I developed a mentoring program for girls that summer. And so the fall of my sophomore year, I created and founded the Ladies of Distinction mentoring program. And here's my lanyard from Ladies of Distinction. This thing is like 15 plus years old, but created the Ladies of Distinction mentoring program. And it became an opportunity for other college students at Fleming to, volunteer. And so I had an amazing group of my peers who I love and adore who joined me in this effort. And we started mentoring with the young girls at this local middle school. Every Tuesday and every Thursday, we would drive over in between classes to mentor them. And that opportunity was so amazing. And that for me, these are the girls. That opportunity and that experience for me, I, at 19 years of age, thought that we were impacting the girls and we were making a difference in their lives. But in hindsight, I realized that it was actually mutual. Like they impacted us as college students just as much as we impacted them as middle school students. And so it was then that I realized, my purpose and my passion was ignited in youth development. And from then on, Furman at the time did not have a major in youth development. And so we actually had an opportunity on campus to design a major. And so I designed my major in intercultural youth development, pulling courses from education and psychology, sociology, history, and Spanish to create this major. And it was then that my life took a significant turn down the path of passion and purpose. And so that's the how I got here. And since then, I've worked in a range of capacities, both in South Carolina and in North Carolina, serving youth. And that is the why I stay. I do this work because I absolutely love young people. I can think about, specific examples of students and youth that I've worked with over the years, which that goes back to 2004 when this all started. So well over a decade. And it's just so amazing to work with young people and to see the light bulb and to see them grow and to thrive and to succeed. And a lot of the kids and youth that I've worked with, now they're adults. And so it's even more amazing to see them blossom and to mature into adults. And so that's why I stay, because this field is so amazing. You get to work with young people, and you get to help them identify their niche. You get to help them, do things that they typically wouldn't do. And it's not tied to a test. It's just exploratory, it's hands-on, like, they're able to, go camping, go canoeing, zip line, at camp, they're able to do all kinds of things in out of school time that they may never get to experience in any other capacity. And that's what I love about out of school time. That's what I love about youth development. And that is why I stay. And so my hope for the future is that, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, when I was asked as a child what I wanted to be when I grew up, I always said, I want to be a doctor of medicine. Like, I want to be a pediatrician. I want to be obstetrician. And I went to college to pursue that, so my hope for the future is that this field, though this is a field that finds you, this field finds you. You don't necessarily choose this field. This field chooses you, and this field finds you. And so my hope is that young people begin to aspire to this field as well. Like, yes, the field is going to choose you regardless of whether you choose it. Yes. But I hope that we can get to a point where our young people that we serve, when they're asked what they want to be when they grow up, they say, hey, I want to be like Miss Sharonda. I want to be like Mr. So-and-so and Mrs. So-and-so. Like, I want to serve youth in out of school time. I want to be the program director. I want to be the network lead for North Carolina. Like, I want to do what my role model does. And that's how we begin to shape this field, when we can get young people to aspire to this field, because it's truly a work of heart.